Welcome to the third tutorial in Westerly Library in Wilcox Park's How to Zoom series. Now that you know how to log into your account, host meetings, and join meetings, we'll go over some of the basic meeting controls in Zoom. First, let's look at the audio control. You have the ability to turn on or mute your microphone using the button on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. If there's a red line through it, it means that you are muted. To unmute yourself, simply click on the button. The red line will disappear, and if you're speaking, you can see the microphone fill with green to indicate how loudly or quietly you are talking. Depending on your meeting type, it can be helpful to mute yourself at times, particularly if there is background noise, so that it doesn't disrupt others in the meeting. If you're muted and you try to talk, a message will appear on your screen reminding you to unmute yourself. You can also turn on or off your video. Some meetings, particularly large ones, will ask that you keep your video off, whereas others, like classes, prefer that you have it on. You can change this at any time during your meeting as well. In addition to your video, others in the meeting will be able to see your name, which is the one that you typed in when you initially signed up for Zoom. If you would like to change your name, you can click on the Participants tab at the bottom of the screen. And if you hover next to your name, you'll see an option for More. Click on this, and then you can rename yourself. In the Participants tab, you can also see the names of anybody else who is currently in the meeting. The chat option is used to type messages to others in the meeting. This is great if you don't have your microphone enabled, or if you have questions or comments but don't want to interrupt the person who is currently speaking. You can also choose to send private messages through this chat function. It's automatically set to send a message to everyone, but by clicking on the drop-down menu, you can choose just one individual and send a message to them. If you are hosting the meeting, you also have the option to share your screen, which would show everybody in the meeting what you have currently open on your screen. Here's an example. And then I can choose to stop share. This is often used in business meetings or in classroom instruction if they want to show a presentation or an agenda. Another option as the host is to record the meeting, which you can then send out to participants afterwards. And finally, there's a reaction button. I can choose to clap my hands, to give a thumbs up, a heart, and some other options to show how I'm feeling to others in the meeting. If I click on clap, for example, everyone will see the clap icon show up on my video screen. Depending on your membership, whether it's basic or a paid membership, you may have different options for reactions. The final thing we can talk about is your screen view, which you can change on the top right-hand side of your page. You can choose to view it in full screen, speaker view, which shows you who's currently talking, or gallery view, which shows you equal-sized photos of everyone who's in the meeting. Depending how many people are in the meeting, you may have several pages of this. Whenever you would like to leave the meeting, you can do so by clicking on the red button on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Like a few other things, this may look different depending on whether or not you're the host. I'm currently the host, so I have the option to end, and then end the meeting for all participants. If you're not the host, though, you probably will see a red button that says Leave Meeting here. This concludes the final tutorial in our How to Zoom video series. If you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at 401-596-2877. You can find more information about Zoom and additional video tutorials on their website at support.zoom.us.